I'm an idiot. Why did I just eat a Starburst right before I started recording? Why did I do this? Alright, one Starburst later, and now I'm ready for the video, yeah. And we're here for, Moreparz, and, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do for this intro, okay? We're here for Moreparz, and, yeah. I don't know. We're just gonna jump right into it, so let's go and do that now, shall we? Alright, we're starting off with his take on the 100 men versus 1 gorilla fight. The men win, by the way.
Who wins? 100 men or 1 gorilla? Well, to get your answer, we're going to have to look at our fighters for the most anticipated cage match of 2025.
Most anticipated cage match, okay.
In the red corner, standing at an impressive 6 feet tall and weighing a ridiculous 220 kilos, we have one singular silverback gorilla.
That's like Boogie 2988. Wait. Actually, no. He's probably still weighs less than that.
Step it into the ring to
yeah, like Queso could still like throw this dude, yeah.
settle the score against you.
You know, that's all you need. You just need 1 Queso, and there you go. You win the fight against the gorilla. That's it. Just get Queso, and that's it. One man, that being the man, the myth, the legend himself, Queso, and you're gonna need 100 gorillas instead. Yeah.
Humanity for what we did to Harambe, this fighter is bringing some impressive physical strength, capable of lifting up to 800 kilos of weight, meaning that if it gets its hands on you, a gorilla is more than capable of picking you up and doing you the same way that Hulk did Loki.
Yep. Yep. It totally could.
Now, on top of being stronger than Eddie Hall, they also have an unreal reach advantage with a 2.6 meter wingspan, which is a fairly major problem because a right hook from a gorilla produces 2,700 pounds of force. To put that into perspective, the human skull shatters at 1,400. So if Winston hits you with a haymaker, your head is going to pop like a watermelon.
Yeah,
and with the cage fight following the Mortal Kombat rule set, we can also factor in the gorilla's bite. Because despite being a pretty gentle herbivore in the wild, they have one of the highest bite forces on the planet at 1,300 PSI. That is 100 PSI more than a polar bear. And now with our fighter statistics.
Although, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it's very hard for it to get there, though. I mean, it can, but it doesn't really get there that much. Like, I think it was, like, recorded, like, that's just as strong as it could be. I could be wrong. Don't take that as, like, gospel or whatever, but, yeah.
Out of the way, let's get down to business. Can our gorilla win
And no, it is not winning against a bear. I did a video reacting to that a while ago. I already kind of knew it was never winning that. And it's definitely not winning against a polar bear either. Like, the black bear and grizzly was already overkill enough. The polar bear, just stop.
A fight against the 100 average men in the blue corner. Place your bets. Let's see who comes out on top.
It's the man.
Yeah, look, I'm going to keep it real with you. Even with those stats, Winston here is getting bodied. I'm sorry, he's going back to the spawn room. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 directly to hanging out with Harambe in heaven. 100 people. It's just too fucking many. He's getting jumped. However, not to say he's not going to take a few with him.
Oh, yeah, definitely, he will.
One guy runs up and gets swatted across the cage like a toddler, shatters his ribs against the bars. Second guy gets grabbed by the leg and given a Hulk treatment. About 6 other guys cop swings to the head and die instantly from broken necks. One dumbass is probably going to try to hit him off the top rope and get done the same way that Omni-Man did Nightwing. But at that point, the crowd probably jumps in and realizes that
honestly,
there are still about 90 of them, and it's over.
Yeah. And then there's also the fact that, you know, I'd actually be willing to bet that, you know, they all start jumping him at once, maybe even before, like, half of that, maybe. Maybe, yeah. Because, you know, 100 men versus 1 gorilla is a lot. Like, 100 men is a lot of men, okay? Like, it is. Yeah. And like I said, if you have 1 queso's enough.
Not that the fight even needs to happen, but it wouldn't be the first time we lost a gorilla to human stupidity.
Nope. No. Oh, no. Oh, rip. Rip. But this just reminded me, someone put a comment down saying that they believe the Komodo dragon could beat a 100 men in a fight. No. Not even close. It's just not. No. No. Not happening. Just no. In fact, they could probably get out with the Komodo dragon not catching any bodies if they do it very carefully. Probably. I'd be willing to bet that far, yeah.
This bird is a vampire.
Oh.
Introducing the vampire groundfinch, native to the Galapagos Islands, and a great example of
the Galapagos Islands? Where is that? You know, I gotta look at that now. Probably gonna be Australia, but, you know, want to make sure. Actually, based on the map that I just got a split-second catch of, it might be Hawaii. Ecuador, South America. Okay, I was completely wrong. Alright.
The horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling. Now, you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine.
Well, yeah.
Coming in at a measly 12
Looks like I can make a good pet.
And a mere 20...
I could be wrong, though. Someone might be in the comments being like, alright, so here's why this isn't a good pet. And then they start going off, yeah.
This is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming in at a measly 12 centimeters and a mere 20 grams in weight.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking a feather pattern, I can best
just like does self-respect for himself. Very small, if any at all.
Describe as a
Sorry, I saw him there and had to throw one in.
Minecraft dirt block. And as it turns out, the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle.
It's the skin of the killer, Bill.
So if it's missing fangs, angst, a cape, and the funny accent,
you must bounce on
really?
it.
What? What is that from? What is it from? What is that line from? What? Watch. That's just gonna be from a TikTok. And I'm willing to bet it's definitely that. That or a cultured animation. Okay, yeah, probably not that.
Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood.
Okay.
You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while the vampire finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on 2 of the Galapagos Islands.
That is small islands.
Small islands means a far smaller amount of that food to go around.
To the point where these finches can't rely on it as their sole source.
Which for a bird usually isn't a problem. Because, you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just f*** off and fly somewhere. However, as the name suggests, the vampire groundfish can't fly for shit. So, how do they get their food? They suck it out of someone that can. This, don't laugh,
okay,
is the Nazca booby. Hey, stop.
Why? Who's naming these things? Seriously, who's naming these things? Some of these have to be named just to mess around, okay? Some of them have to be, okay? Like, just... Ain't no way the guy who discovered this and decided to name this while having a straight face or anything. Okay? He totally did that with the intent of just making people laugh or something, okay? No way.
Giggling back there. Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies... Stop giggling. Come to roost, the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back.
Okay.
Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers. Once the blood is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches sucking from the same boobie. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. He had to do 5 takes for that. That's amazing. That's amazing. They got communal boobies within the groundfish, with the vampire groundfish community. Oh my god.
This is the world's
oldest shark.
It looks old.
Got a boomer.
But how old actually is it?
I don't know, you tell me.
This absolute fossil over here is the Greenland shark.
Okay.
And this may come as a shock
It's
to you.
let me guess.
but
It's not from Greenland.
the Greenland shark is found in fucking Greenland, man.
Oh, okay. So it is found there.
And with Grandpa Shark here coming in at a fucking kaiju size 6 meters in length and a literal fucking ton in weight,
Jesus.
this senior citizen probably worked with Godzilla back in his fucking day. But how
possibly.
senior is senior?
Meh.
You might be expecting him to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right? Try higher.
I feel like we're gonna need like a couple zeros behind that, based on the tone we're having right now.
No, not 200. Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I didn't need more zeros behind it, but really long time though. Yeah.
I don't think you understand how old that is. So
It's
to
old.
put it in perspective, this is Bob. Bob has just turned 500. Here is a list of...
Yeah. So yeah. Here's how long this dude has lived for. He's lived long enough for the Revolutionary War, Civil War, World War I, II, and almost every other tragedy that's happened for like a span of that long, and if my mind serves me right, that's only within a span of 200 years, so that's only a half of its lifespan. So, yeah,
things this has lived through.
A lot.
8 of King Henry's divorces, the invention of chocolate,
I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Shakespeare's entire lifespan, the
just-
Boston Tea Party,
Yeah.
the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and the founding of the United States, the
Yeah.
colonization of Australia, the Industrial fucking Revolution, the invention of the light bulb, and adoption of electricity,
oh Jesus,
the Titanic becoming a submarine, World War I,
maybe it visits the Titanic every now and then to reminisce on its young days. Yeah.
the Great Depression, World
Yeah.
War II, the
Yeah.
Vietnam War,
Yeah.
the fucking moon landing, and the invention of the internet.
Yep. It's been around for a bit.
SpongeBob. Schlatt's crimes in 99, 2001.
That's amazing.
The invasion of Iraq, the global financial crisis, the death of Harambe,
Rest in peace.
Australia catching fire, the virus, and it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok. This
Jesus.
is the
That's... Yep, that's been here for a bit. Oh yeah, it also means he was alive for the death of Peanut, the squirrel too. Rest in peace. Alright, moving on.
This is the world's biggest spider.
Oh.
But
It's bigger than the palm.
why the f is it that big? Introducing
tell me.
Theraphosa blondie, a
Okay,
tarantula
Theraphosa blondie,
surprisingly
okay.
not native to Australia for once.
Huh.
Found on the other Tyranid hive continent, South America.
Oh,
Now, let's
okay.
address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, we haven't found anything... We haven't found anything from Australia. If anything, we found everything outside of Australia and a fight with 100 men and 1 gorilla.
Yeah, this thing is fucking huge. Coming in at a frightening what?
Yeah, that's an arachnophobe's worst nightmare. Yep. Like, just heart attack right there for arachnophobes, yeah. I only wonder what my buddy Jerry would think if he saw this. Like, when we reacted to fishing gear, he got scared just from one of these just popping up on the screen. And I'm just like, maybe I should just screenshot this and send it to him.
175 grams in weight and
Jesus.
12 inches in leg span.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
And those legs are not the only place it's packing inches, because Sheila's cousin here is packing fangs that measure a huge inch in length. To scale, that is like a 6-foot human packing canines the length of a fucking ruler. But
Jesus.
the important question, why the f is it so big?
You tell me?
And the answer is that I have withheld information from you.
Oh.
You see, I introduced this girl by a Latin name. She's much better known as the Goliath bird eater
Oh,
tarantula.
I've
That's
heard of
right,
this.
This EDF-sized spider, not unlike me, would fucking
kill for some KFC. Literally.
Sounds like it,
These
yeah.
wild titans will quite happily hunt birds, Remy, frogs, and even lizard. And they do all of this without a fucking web. Yeah, Goliaths are a
Wow. It's just like, yeah, I don't need tools. I'll just do it barehanded. Yeah, we're raw dogging today, boy. Yeah, like this.
pure melee build, hunting by prowling the jungle floor, sensing for movement with incredibly sensitive hairs on their legs. These hairs pick up vibrations in the air, which tell them when something is close. And once their spidey sense tells them that Remy's in range, they f***ing jump him, biting him with those daggers they call fangs, and injecting him with f***ing neurotoxin.
Of course, it's neurotoxin.
Can I go 1 week without covering neurotoxin? Of course this
Nope.
thing has it too. You know, I give up. I give up. They then drag their prey back to their burrow and spit up acidic digestive juices in order to suck their prey up through a f***ing straw.
Jesus.
This is the...
Well, can only wonder how Jerry would react to seeing this one. Has he seen it? He's reacted more parts too. Maybe he has. I don't know. Regardless, we're moving on.
They don't make racing games. I don't think you understand just how old sharks are. See, I'm not...
I mean, we have the Megalodon, and, you know, they're related. So, they're pretty old, man.
just talking individual sharks. Hammerheads, Bruce from Nemo,
This...
Chef.
Chef.
Your average shark lives anywhere between...
I haven't played Marvel Rivals yet. My deal still stands, though, that I will only play Marvel Rivals if they put Carnage in the game. I said that a while ago, but I'm just curious from what I've seen. How... This right here. How many of y'all that actually play Marvel Rivals wants to do that so badly? Just yeet him into oblivion.
Your average shark lives anywhere between 20 to 80 years. Nothing all that special. I'm talking sharks as a species. Because as a concept, sharks are f***ing one-tricks. They have mained this class through every single balance adjustment Earth has thrown at them. From climate change, to the Ice Age, to that time God decided to punt a rock at Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, when it comes to prehistoric shark species, most people think of the Megalodon.
Yeah.
That big boy...
And let me guess, we're gonna see something else that I don't know about?
Size of a kaiju that was swimming around in the ocean around 26 million years ago. Which might sound like a long time, but as far as sharks go, this thing's a f***ing zoomer.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, I guess we're about to see something else, yeah. And for some reason, people want this thing to exist. That's another thing, that it's just like, which I know we got shark fans and everything, but let's not have this thing exist, okay? Let's not. Oh yeah, we also got Megalodon the VTuber too, and she's pretty cool, so yeah, that's another thing.
Back around 250 million years to the early Triassic, before the literal dinosaurs, and you'll find Helicorpion.
Oh yeah, that thing, yeah.
Buzzsaw from
yeah.
250 not far back.
Forgot about that thing, yeah, that exists, yeah.
Enough for you? Go back around 300 million years,
Alright, where we
you will find Adestus.
Adestus? Oh yeah, that thing too, yeah.
And if that is
the only reason I know what those are is because I saw them whenever I was playing like Jurassic Park Builder and Jurassic World the app, yeah. That's the only reason I know what those things are, yeah.
Still not...
Other than, mainly just the names, but not much else. Pog Shark? Oh yeah, because of the... guess it is, I guess it is a Pog Shark, isn't it?
Pog Shark. And if that is still not far back enough, you can go all the way back, right to the beginning, to the first recognizable shark, Goliodus problematicus, at 410 million years old.
This one I haven't heard of.
Sharks have existed for 4 times longer than Saturn has had rings.
Jesus.
The first tree only sprouted out of the ground 385 million years ago. That means that for 25 million years, Groot's great-great-grandfather was sat in God's drafts while this f***er chased Nemo.
Apparently so.
I don't think you...
Yep, sharks are indeed ancient, yep. Will this load? And kangaroos can run on water, like just... Only in Australia where you see a kangaroo hopping across water. Did he get temporarily blessed with Jesus powers or something? Like, what's... Like, just...
Okay, so...
Please tell me it's just shallow. Please just tell me it's just shallow water. Is there... And if not, then I'm really hoping there's a scientific... there's a scientific reason that Pars is about to explain. Otherwise... I don't know what it is with these rats that went to prison. I don't know. Because at this point, I'm just convinced that y'all need, like, y'all need some wild predator to put these things in its place, okay? Like, maybe a big cat or something, yeah? I don't know, maybe airdrop some jaguars in there, maybe have that. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. You guys are... Australia already has enough to deal with, so, yeah.
The Aussie animal guy.
But I don't know. It's just something about these kangaroos. Like, I like kangaroos, but at the same time, they're so smug that we feel like we need another animal to put this thing in its place. Okay, it just does. And I don't even live there. I just feel the smug aura from it, and I'm just like, we need some other animal to put this thing in its place. Okay. Because as far as I know, the only thing that really competes with a kangaroo in Australia are like wild dogs, some birds, and other kangaroos. So that's from what I've heard. And humans, whenever they're actually able to have a gun in Australia, whenever their strict gun laws actually allow them to. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like... I don't even live there, and I'm just like, Australia needs like some type of predator animal to put this thing in its place. Maybe maybe its whole species can develop a taste for it. And of course, first thing my mind goes to is a jaguar. It's either that or a tiger or a bear. Yeah.
Okay, so as the Aussie animal guy, I feel like I might owe you an explanation for this one.
Yeah, you do.
That is a normal fucking Roo.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he is not Jesus Christ. He's not the second coming, and he's not going to turn your water into wine.
Okay.
Alright, he might turn it into VB if you ask nice.
VB? What is VB? What is VB? Hold on, what did that say? Hey, Victor Bit. That's okay. That's definitely some form of alcoholic beverage that I've never had. Well, I've never had any alcoholic beverage. I am living the life of sobriety, and I am going to continue doing that. But yeah.
Nice. Get that up, yeah. But if that's the case, how the fuck is he stealing the Son of God's passage?
Yeah, I would like to know.
The answer is fucking sand.
I don't like sand.
Yeah,
Sand?
you see, what's far more likely than a Roo being enchanted with water walking is that he's actually running on a sandbar. That is basically
Sandbar?
just a fancy description for ocean currents piling up a shitload of sand into one place, creating an offshore segment of water that's not much deeper than a fucking kid's pool.
Okay.
Now, Roos know about
Alright then, good to
sandbars, and
know.
they actually very frequently use them as a shortcut to get from A to B to find more food. So, while it looks like Skippy here is stealing Jesus' entire fucking flow, he's actually on a Macca's mish.
Yeah, that's good to know. Alright, that's good to know, because I was like so confused, and I'm just like, what the hell? I'm still of the opinion that we need an animal to put these smug bastards in their place, okay? They're too confident. They're too confident and too smug.
Scientists just discovered a new fish.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Fucking ridiculous.
Looks like a Pokemon.
This is the...
Oh, so go back, was that... I thought this blue thing was its eyes. I can see its eyes right here. That's tiny little beady things. Or is that its... This? I don't know if that's it. Does it have protruding nose holes? Is that its eyes? And this... I don't know. We're about to find out.
This is the bumpy snailfish.
Okay.
A freshly discovered species found off the coast of California. What
Yay.
makes this absolute specimen stick out is that it's a deep sea fish, found at a depth of 3 kilometers. And I am here to tell you exactly why. Because once God finished building this thing, he took a step back, looked at it, realized exactly how fucking chopped it was, and
punted that thing into the depths of the ocean where no one would ever see it again.
Free.
And then we've discovered it.
However,
Jesus.
thanks to the hubris of mankind, it is here before us today
Alright.
to take the piss out of.
Look at the top of his head.
I mean, fucking look at it.
We're just here to make fun of it.
A profoundly unserious creature. I do not think a single fucking thought has ever spawned behind those eyes.
I don't even think there's a brain in there. It's just free flowing.
Not to mention the fit on it. It looks like an aquatic, uncooked turkey with a fucking smiley face drawn on it. Coming in at a
that's one way to put
solid
it.
3 inches in length.
All right.
Bumpy here is not the only species of snailfish. There's others that look like this.
Oh, yeah,
However,
I can see that.
unlike his cousins, God deemed it so that this poor little f***er would be built like a shaved testicle. The scientific term for a pair of these should be a sack.
Jesus
However,
Christ.
despite the fact that he looks like a sperm cell with a receding hairline,
Jesus.
I love
Christ.
him. He's so cute. Look at that smile. That shit reminds me of Sackboy on the PS3. I know when
I
they got
guess.
his ass on camera, he looked at it and went,
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little f***ed up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
scientists just
What
did.
I just... Okay. Alright. I mean, it looks kind of cute, but honestly, I don't really care too much for it, yeah.
You ever wonder how different Christmas is? Well, wonder no longer, because I'm
okay.
here to tell you that, like the rest of the country, it's fucking cursed.
Oh,
First off, our
okay.
Christmas is in the dead center of summer, which means rather than waking up to a lovely
Oh,
white
yeah, because it's like summer over there when it's winter here, and no.
Christmas, we wake up and immediately start melting into a puddle because it's 35 fucking degrees outside and the aircon's broken. With this change in weather comes a change in work uniform for old Santa Claus, trading out the usual red and white for a singlet and a pair of stockings. Because to quote the big man himself, fuck wearing that shit, it's too hot. St. Nick has also bought himself a
Fair
new
enough.
whip, trading out the sleigh for a, quote, rusty old newt, and firing Rudolph and all of his fucking blades, replacing them with, I shit you not,
Kangaroos?
kangaroos.
Yep.
You may think I am bullshitting you, which is fair, but no, I'm not. We even have a song about it.
Dashing through the bush in a rusty Holden ute.
Santa also...
Okay. Well, that's definitely something. Jesus. I hope the Australian viewers I have that are watching this right now go into great detail about this even more in the comments sections. I hope you guys do.
has had a significant change in diet in the land down under, as rather than the usual milk and cookies, my parents told me to make sure to leave a few nice cold beers out on the countertop for old Santa, which, knowing what I do now, was absolutely just an excuse for my parents to pre-game Christmas Day.
Yeah.
But I also can't think of anything more Australian than turning a jolly old man into a raging fucking alcoholic. You ever wonder how different Christmas is?
That's the Australian Christmas spirit, I guess. Yep.
This crab is a boxer.
What's your name?
Agree!
That's right, stepping into the ring at 0.15 grams and a
Jesus.
huge 2.5 centimeters in length. It's the boxer crab.
And it's that small, so how effective is this thing gonna be?
While most crabs use their pinchers to feed and defend themselves,
Oh, why?
crab has instead
Why? Oh my god, why? Why? What are you, Coyote Peterson? What the hell? Oh my god. Why would you do that? That is the worst purple nurple you will ever receive. Why? Oh my god. This dude basically went like, I want to get purple nurple, but let's grab the max level enemy while also turning my pain sensitivity up to an 11. And then there we go. Oh my god.
elected to spec into CQC and throw fucking hands. And despite their completely average and not at all small size, this fucker fights in the heavyweight division, able to punch out hundreds of times its size.
Oh.
But how does Nature's Little Mac win the fights?
Ow.
Well, that's
While
pretty
punching?
simple. He fucking cheats.
Oh.
You see, those little pom-poms aren't a fashion choice. Those are both sea anemones.
And
At the bottom.
this has been happening. You want to know what I just watched this morning? You want to know what I just watched? Hold on. So earlier this morning, I was watching Rosie Belmo reacting to the Anta trailer, and she literally said this. Hold on, just watch.
Anta. Ananta.
This was 2 hours ago. Before I started recording. We live in a matrix. This... We live in a goddamn matrix, I swear to God. This has been happening too much with me. I hate this. I hate this. That's why I got so annoyed with that, because I'm just like... This has been happening too much, man. This has been happening too much. I've been keeping track of, like, me bitching and moaning about this in, like, the last few videos, then just... Along with a couple of other instances I've had off camera. I'm just... We live in a matrix, man. I swear to God. Like, they're just trying to make... are they messing with me? Are they messing with me? Is that it? Are they messing with me? I'm being messed with. They are messing with me. The ones watching over us are messing with me. The zoo theory is real.
And then... that the boxer crab holds in its claws to use as basically f***ing brass knuckles. Now, they get these enemies by finding other boxer crabs who have them,
Okay.
jumping them, and then claiming them like they are a f***ing WWE title belt.
Nice.
And if you weren't aware, anemones are venomous plant-like animals that, in order not to get eaten, sting the shit out of anything that touches them. Boxer crabs are immune to that sting. But you bet your ass that everything that tries to eat the boxer crab isn't. So, the crab and the anemone enter into a symbiotic relationship, essentially becoming an aquatic venom, with the anemone getting some of the crab's food, and the crab gaining venomous brass knuckles.
Nice.
So, whenever a predator gets in the ring with Crab Tyson here, he'll wait for it to get just within striking range, and then...
Mr. Squidward, I should kick your
This crab!
Nice. Alright, we got like 2 more, and or at least a thing. I don't know if I've seen this one, so yeah.
This bird is a serial killer.
Jesus Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher.
I really hate that name.
Introducing the Shrike, a group...
I'm not gonna lie, I've been interested in watching Dexter. I know that's from Dexter, and I think that's what it's called. I've been interesting. Is it good? Is it good? Let me know in the comments.
Group of feathery friends found all over the world, including the land down under. Now,
Of course.
at first glance, you may be thinking to yourself, how could this sweet little guy be a vicious killer?
Watch it have like some extremely violent method of hunting its prey.
I mean, he's so tiny.
It is adorable.
They only grow up to around 30 centimeters and cap their weight out at 90 grams. And on top of
it's
being
adorable.
about as threatening as a fucking teddy bear, their claws. A shrike trying to end anything with its talons is like trying to stab a hippopotamus to death with a fucking pool noodle. Listen to the thing, it sings like it's on American Idol. It's a songbird, a branch geek. You'd never heard it fly. But I'm fucking onto you,
Are we
Tweety.
sure?
You give me the f***ing creeps, you know that, Dexter?
You may have everyone else fooled, but I know exactly
Jesus.
what you are, because shrikes actually have another name. They're called fucking butcher birds.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. The Dexter jokes actually had a fucking point.
Oh,
So
okay.
when the Bay Harbor butcher bird wants to hunt, they first start by selecting a target.
Tonight's the night.
Now, unlike Dexter, their code tells them they can eat whatever the f they want.
Alright.
Insects, mice, me, even lizard. And once they pick their meal, they wait for the right moment and swoop on it.
Alright.
Now, while those claws might be fucking useless, they do have a signature weapon. That tiny hook on the end of their beak. And once they land on their victim, they slide that hook into its neck, perfectly slotting between their vertebrae and severing their fucking spinal cord. But converting their prey into a vegetable isn't enough. No.
boy.
These sick fucks
keep trophies. Once they have paralyzed their prey and shattered its spine, they will fly its corpse back to their larder, which is either a thorn bush or a fucking barbed wire fence. And once they get home, they fucking impale them. They will then leave that corpse there for days, occasionally biting chunks out of it, eating it like leftovers from the fucking fridge.
I mean, it pretty much is.
Dexter collected blood slides. These fuckers create kebabs.
Yeah. Clearly, yeah.
This bird is...
The Dexter jokes really did have a purpose, huh? Jesus Christ. So yeah, these guys, they hunt and they put them up as trophies. It's like, here, stay away from my home or there's gonna be you next. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got a couple other things I can put you on too if you annoy me. Jesus Christ. All right, that's all for this one. I thought there was another one, but I did not, sadly. So yeah. So yeah, that was that was a thing. I enjoyed this. I really like watching Moreparz. I really like watching Moreparz, and well, we pretty much gotten through everything. So yeah. Yeah. Anyways, gonna go and end the video now. So go check out Moreparz for making all these shorts. He'll be linked down in the description below. Go support him, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you miss anything. And have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and thank you for 19K subscribers too. Really appreciate it. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.